Amazing young person who's been in our youth program since he's been 12. He's now 28. Please welcome Brian Akers.
Good morning. Morning. In his heart, a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. Psalms 16:9. So now that we figured out how the journey works, hold your hats because we're going. One of the hardest things for me to wrap my head around as a teenager, being raised with this philosophy, was grasping the concept that everything is all about me, that I'm creating my own experience. Now, mind you, I was constantly reminded of this fact all the time. I mean, I couldn't even count on my fingers and toes how many different cliches have been developed for the concept itself. You know, change your mind, change your life, change your thinking, change your universe, blah, blah, blah. It's all great, and cliches are cliches because they're true, but there was a part of me that would hear that and take that in and then go into my life and experience the discord and disorder of so many aspects of my life. Like the stability or lack thereof of my parents' relationship, or the stability or lack thereof of my relationships with my friends or my teachers, or any of the number of people that were in my life and the relationships that I had. And so it was really difficult not to immediately look at it, follow it with, everything is up to me, it's all my deal, and not turn that into the words, it's my fault. And this is something I've discovered about not only all young spiritualists, but everyone who is coming into this philosophy is first discovering this philosophy as a way of life, is discovering this tug of war that happens when you're constantly being reminded that it's all about you, and then you walk out into your world and all of your stuff is dancing around in your face and you're saying, that's my fault. Well, there's a very distinct separation and difference between it's all my fault and it's all about me. And that separation is God. The difference is spirit. Let me explain what I mean by that. When we decide for ourselves that it's our fault, we have cut God out of the picture. Because in this faith and philosophy, what we know about the creative process is that it is a co-creative process. That it's all about my thought. And yeah, I'm a catalyst. And yeah, I'm the one putting out the impression. But I'm not the one who makes it happen. It's the difference between the what and the how. It's the difference between what I want to demonstrate and how that is brought into my life by way of spirit. Now, it's very easy for the mind to lock down on an idea or a situation and think, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I want it. So now I'm going to pray for it to be that. And so instead of praying for peace, or instead of praying for love, sometimes we'll find ourselves praying for that red Ferrari. Sometimes we'll find ourselves praying for, as it was seen in The Secret, that cute little necklace with all the diamonds. It's there, and now it's here. And so, because we're praying for that, anything outside of that experience now, we are weighing, judging, and comparing in our mind against what is actually unfolding. And so, the booby trap, which we're setting for ourselves, is to decide so specifically what we believe our highest good is, that now we have stepped in and said, no, God, it's cool. I know what I want. I got it. It's to say, I know better than you. No, I know you're awesome, and you're everything, and you are the one mind, and you are spirit universal, and you created all of this stuff, but I know how to do this one. So when things come into your experience of your life that don't seem to add up to that expectation, immediately it's shut down. Immediately say, oh, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. But in essence, if you have faith in the process of the co-creation that you're having with Spirit at all times, then you have to know that once you place your intention, everything and anything that happens from that point forward is divine unfoldment. That's faith. Anything and everything that happens once you say, this is what I want, and once you're clear, once you say, okay, I'm going to pray. Pray is what we do. I'm going to pray, I'm going to put it in, this is what I want. Now, we have to invite God and have faith in the idea that God knows better than we do how to make that real. And I'm sorry, but to create this moment where I'm standing here in front of all of you I couldn't have done that. To create this message that I'm speaking right now, while it was discovered through and as me, is not me. It is the divine word of Spirit. And so, where do we invite Spirit to do that? Well, that's when we release. That's when we release. When, the part of our prayer where we say, I know what I want, I've handed it over to God, and from that point forward, each and everything that happens is divine unfoldment. And so it is my job, if I wish to demonstrate, it is my commitment, if I wish to realize my greatest good, to know that I will accept everything that happens from that point forward with my heart. Regardless of how I may feel about it, everything that happens I know is divine, and so I must open my heart to allow whatever God is bringing into my experience to be blessed with the knowing that it is divine. And so the question is, when do you invite God in, and when do you accept your faith so devoutly that you allow yourself to know that you're not making it happen, but Spirit, by way of you, is allowing it to be so? I invite you to let that moment be right now. Thank you.
Oh.